Good morning, guys. Good morning. I want to update you with the crazy situation last night. 2 cops killed, man. What the heck? 2 cops. Horrible, man. Give it a few minutes for people to join. There's a press conference this morning on IckedMel, the main channel. There was just chaos last night at this residence. They were looking for explosives as well. They were told there was explosives there. Also, the hospital shooting last night. Starting up. Perfect. All right. I'm on IckedMel Clips, guys. IckedMel Clips. Somebody's asking if YouTube's down.
I think they were just going live. Yeah.
Not received any new emails that say don't start yet.
I am very tired.
Want to come over here?
This morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
They're setting up now, so it's going to be pretty quick.
Sorry.
Morning, Chief. Nice to meet you.
Morning.
Morning.
Have this? Yeah, you put that in. You know the drill. Yes, you bring them city.
Yeah, so they're neighboring cities, so they're just helping out. Because this police department's like 10 or 12 people. It's really small.
Okay.
I did learn it is 21 officers.
21.
Yeah,
Tremonton.
Tremonton has 21 officers.
Thank
Someone
you.
asked me that in the earlier press release, and I said 25 to 30. I was wrong. Thank you.
You bet.
Thanks so much.
Okay, let's fast forward a little bit to the.
Yeah.
Where should I stand?
My name's Chad Reyes. I'm the Chief of Police with Brigham City Police Department, and I'm here on behalf of Chief Dustin Cordova and Sheriff Kevin Potter. They've asked me to give the media an update because they need to spend some time with their departments, as I'm sure you can understand. On August 17th at 21:02 hours, so 9:02 p.m., the Box Elder Communications Center received multiple 911 hangups from an address near 700 North, 200 East in Tremonton, Utah. An officer from the Tremonton Garland Police Department responded and began speaking with an occupant of the home who was reporting an apparent domestic disturbance, at which time a male emerged from the residence with a firearm. The male opened fire on the officer, striking and killing the officer.
Wow.
A second officer with Tremonton Garland Police Department responded to assist the first and was immediately fired upon by the same male suspect. The second officer was also struck and killed by the suspect's gunfire. A third officer deputy from the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office had also been dispatched to assist, and as they arrived in the area, the suspect fired several rounds into the deputy's vehicle, striking the deputy and the deputy's police service dog.
Damn, and
After
the
being
dog
hit
too.
by gunfire, the deputy and police service dog remained in their vehicle and were subsequently evacuated to an area hospital and specialty veterinary clinic where they received medical treatment. Both are recovering and in fair condition now. After firing upon these officers, and police service dog. The suspect was convinced to put down his weapon by bystanders, and he was immediately taken into custody by additional responding officers. Due to the level of violence and lack of information precipitating this incident, SWAT teams responded to clear the home and verify no continued threat remained. The suspect was booked into the Box Elder County Jail on charges of aggravated murder. Weber County Attorney's Office is coordinating the ongoing homicide investigation. Tragedies like these rock the entire community, state, and even nation. These officers and their families served their community every day and will forever be remembered as heroes. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Tremonton Garland Police Department, Box Elder County Sheriff's Office, and the family of those involved. We're grateful for the swift response from multiple agencies from Box Elder, Weber, and Cache counties. And I'll answer any questions.
Hard not to notice the emotions as you're reading through that. And how are your officers, and more importantly, the Tremonton Garland officers, handling all this right now?
As you can imagine, like I said, it rocks an entire community, especially the police department. As I mentioned at the beginning of this, Chief Cordova asked me to be here so he could be with his department and his family and take care of their needs as much as one can in a situation like this.
Can you identify the names of the officers who were killed?
We're not ready to do that just yet. He's been booked into jail, but we're not releasing his identity yet either. We're kind of coordinating with Weber County Attorney's Office, and also Chief Cordova has expressed his desire to come out and give a statement. He's just not ready to do that yet, and so I'm just kind of giving as vague but as much information as I can until he's ready to give more.
And I know they were responding to an apparent domestic disturbance, but are you able to provide any more details on what exactly led up to the shooting?
Just that we received multiple 911 calls to that address, and when we responded, we were talking to one occupant who was giving us information that led us to believe that there was a precipitating domestic, but nothing more than that.
What do you know about the bystanders? Were they neighbors?
We believe so, yes. We're still in the process of interviewing those people.
Does the suspect have a violent background?
I am unaware of what his background is.
Is he an adult male?
An adult male, yes.
JP, you got to talk about how this affects. I mean, obviously, this would affect any police department incredibly. I mean, this is also a very small community, a small department. It's 21 officers in this department.
Right. Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned in the press release, you know, having 2 officers killed in the line of duty and another and their dog injured is an event that really rocks an entire nation. You know, luckily in this area and really in this state, police departments have the support of the public for the most part, and it's just a tragedy. It affects the entire state, but most importantly, you know, the Tremonton Garland Police Department. That's why we're here trying to do what we can to assist them.
Did they die on scene?
Yes.
Is there any more you can say about how the deputy and the deputy police service dog are doing at this time?
Yes, they're both in fair condition, and the deputy's actually been released from the hospital, and the police service dog will remain at the veterinary clinic just as a precaution for the night.
But expected to survive.
Yes.
Do you know if the shooter lived at the home as well?
Yes, he did. We believe so.
We know these domestic violence calls can be so volatile. What can you tell us about these types of calls?
They really are unknown. We don't know what we're walking into, and they are one of the most dangerous events that we can be dispatched on. And like I said, these officers have been doing this. They took an oath to protect and serve their communities, and that's what they were doing. And they knew the dangers going into this, and unfortunately, they paid the ultimate price.
Can you tell us how long they served?
I don't know the exact answer to that.
And can you tell us, you know, this, like we were talking about, this community is pretty tight and it is small. So something like this, what should people do to kind of get through the day? Anything that the community should do to support each other? Anything they should know at all?
I think some of you were here when some of the council members and the mayor were bringing around, you know, breakfast for the officers and just trying to be supportive. I think that kind of outpouring of support from the community is welcome too, but we do ask that community stay away from the area until we're done with the investigation and processing the scene thoroughly.
Do we know his relationship with the other person who answered the door?
I don't know that we're ready to release that information yet, but we do. We have an idea of what the relationship was.
And do you know if the person who answered the door was a man or a woman?
I don't know that we're ready to release that information yet either. They lived in the same home.
Are you able to say what type of firearm was used?
I can't yet.
Can you tell us more about the witnesses who were in the area and convinced the suspect to put his weapon down?
We believe they were neighbors, and as I mentioned, we're still trying to locate and identify and interview all of the bystanders and witnesses that were in the area. We're not confident that we've contacted all of them yet, so I don't know that I can comment much more, but we do believe that they were neighbors.
It seems like that was a very volatile situation for them as well, and potentially life-threatening.
Right, correct, yeah.
What does it say to you that people who were just standing by as bystanders were able to convince the shooter to put down his gun?
You know, I think that we've talked a little bit about community and the tight-knit group here. I think those acquaintances and relationships probably played a key role into that, into getting him to put down his weapons and surrender.
Do you know an age range of the suspects?
I don't. Do you know an age range? I'm sorry. I don't know that. I just know an adult male, over 20 at least. So.
It seems like a lot of agencies from around the area are coming together here. Tell us about your relationships between these various agencies.
Yeah, so Box Elder County the entire county is a pretty tight-knit community, and we all share the same dispatch and CAD system. And so when an incident like this occurs, it's all hands on deck and try to support our sister agencies and brother agencies as much as we can.
Do we have any idea how many officers for those agencies as a total responded?
I can't say an exact number, but I'll say that we had even officers, as the press release mentions, from Cache County, Logan City, Weber, Ogden. I would estimate there were probably upwards of 40 to 50 officers here.
Do we know what's going on right now on the scene as far as what's happening here at the investigation?
So we're in the process of processing the scene, which includes obtaining search warrants and diagramming, processing forensics, everything else that goes into a case like this, and we'll probably be here for several more hours.
Is this road closed?
Sorry.
Were you able to say anything about the procession earlier today? You were kind of following up, or are you?
Yeah. So that is customary, as I mentioned. These officers are definitely heroes, and we want to afford them that respect. And so that's a tradition that law enforcement has, to honor those that pay this type of price. And so a lot of agencies from around the state have assisted us in doing that.
Have the search warrants been obtained to go in the home at this point?
I can't speak to that because I don't know the answer, but I know that they've been applied for, yes.
Do you know if the first officer responded by themselves, or were they with a partner at that point?
The first officer arrived here alone, shortly followed by the second.
Damn. Okay.
Any other questions? I appreciate you guys being out here.
Is this road going to be closed for a while?
We're actually going to condense the crime scene down one more block, but that'll be closed for, as I mentioned, several hours today still.
And we were talking a little bit earlier about how many times, an officer involved shootings happen in this area. Is it something that you guys have seen before, or is it the first one that's kind of rocking this area?
I'm not aware of any other officer involved shootings that resulted in this kind of injury to law enforcement that have occurred in Box Elder County recently. I believe this is one of the first, and Detective Beck might be able to speak better to that.
I think that the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office had an officer involved shooting in 2012 or 2013, but the officer was not injured.
Anything else you'd like to add, Chief?
No, I appreciate the community support that Tremonton and Garland has received and that law enforcement receives, and I thank you guys for being out here too.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Chief.
Thank you, Chief.
These,
We got
This one's yours.
Very,
That's the one on the top.
very sad, tragic situation. I can't believe, yeah, 2 cops killed last night. Chaotic and crazy.
Hearts truly go out to the community that is rocked by this, and really the whole state coming in and being shared.
And I guess they said it was like a domestic situation. Domestic. But the first cop came by himself. Those domestic violence are some of the most dangerous situations they can encounter. And so the first guy went, he was shot and killed, I guess, and then the second one came and shot and killed. That is crazy, man. Something's wrong with people, man. Something's wrong with people. Sick, man. Oh, real quick too with the hospital. So last night we talked about this a bit. There was a hospital shooting in Oklahoma. Active shooter situation last night.
2 people are dead, including
Another
the
one.
suspect after a shooting at a hospital in Enid.
This happened just after 11 last night at Integris Health. Take a live look at that scene right now. We have someone on the ground force and Sky 5. They just arrived to the hospital, giving us this first bird's eye view of the scene. OSBI telling us earlier this morning this started as a domestic dispute at a nearby home. Police identifying the suspect and tracking him down to that hospital. The suspect reportedly fired at officers and went inside the hospital. Multiple shots were fired inside. A man was hit and killed. An officer shot and killed the suspect.
This could have been a lot worse, but we're fortunate that officers responded as quickly as they did and were able to get to the suspect when he made his way inside.
So again, 2 people killed here, one of those the suspect. No other people were hurt. OSBI leading this investigation this morning. The hospital off limits. They're asking.
So there was some type of situation. The suspect, there was an incident. It was a domestic call just before 11 p.m. Police said they then tracked the suspect's vehicle in that case to the Integris Health Center a few minutes later. When they got to the hospital, they found the suspect parked outside the front doors. The suspect then shot at officers going into the hospital and firing several shots inside. That's when OSB said the victim was shot and later died. So the shooter killed somebody and he was killed by cops. That was the situation last night. Pretty crazy, pretty wild. And then somebody asked about baby Emmanuel. I posted a video late last night. I should make a post probably later today, but I posted a video late last night. About that there was a search on the property. IckedMel. There was a search on the property and allegations that blood was found in the laundry room. So I posted this last night. It's on the IckedMel page. So last night. Oops. What did I do? I'm tired, yeah. And then they showed some video too. This video of the detectives going in and out, serve search warrants, I guess. And yeah, that's kind of the situation. And then they're saying that the people at the football field didn't see the baby there at the football field. That's what they're saying. So that's the latest update. All right, but I'm going to get off for now. I'm going to rest. We'll see what comes later today. What a crazy, crazy night last night. And yeah, thank you guys for the support. I'll pin this link in the original video for people that want to know the update. All right. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Bye. Bloop, 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 bloop. Rest, man. Last night was crazy.